Alright, first excuse the heater noise in the background. It's officially spring, but it's like 15 degrees outside. So tired of winter. I'll be bitching about the 100-degree weather here in probably 3 months. Alright, so up next is a Harman Kardon 330C. And I don't know what's going on with this one. Customer basically tucked this in a closet a long time ago and wants me to check it out, see what's going on with it. So what I found is when things are tucked away in closets, typically they're tucked away in closets for a reason. I would say a majority have been in need of some repair. So, but hopefully not on this one. But let's see what's going on. So first, got it connected to the dim bulb, and let's power it on. And all the lights came on. I don't hear any click. I don't know if these have a relay or not. I would assume not. But power's on. That's good. The tuning indicator's moving, so that's good. Oh, it's turned all the way up. Normally I check that. So knobs feel pretty smooth. Oh, these buttons are really gummy. They're like barely moving. Alright, well, it looks promising. So what I'll do next is I will move the camera up top. We'll take the top off, we'll connect some speakers and see what kind of sound we get. Alright, I checked for DC offset. There's no DC. And I really don't know much about, I don't know if this is cap coupled or, I don't think it is, but I don't know. So let's see what kind of sound we get. Tune in a station. I do have an antenna. Stereo light is on. There's no sound. Oh, monitor button's in. Huh. Nope, no sound at all. Interesting. I'm going to plug some headphones in and see if I get any sound this way. So I'm hearing very, very faint sound through the speakers. I'm getting very, very faint sound through the speakers, nothing through the headphones, which is kind of odd. So I'm going to pop this open. And we'll clean those pots and see if that helps us out at all. Alright, cover's off. These fuses seem to be intact. That fuse looks good. This fuse looks good. Nope, this fuse is blown. So we have one bad fuse at least. I'm going to pull all these and check them though. So just to show you what we're looking for, a beep, no beep. So that one's bad. Looking for a beep, That one's good. This looks like it is a 3 amp 250. I'm just going to check these in circuit. Okay. And those look good too. I see the filament is intact on those. Alright. See if I have a fuse. Alright, this is, I always double check because these things will get kind of placed in the wrong spot. So another 3 amp fuse. See what happens. No flash. No sound. When I say no flash, I mean the DBT's not lit up. See if that fuse is still good. Fuse is still good. What I'll do is I'm just going to hit these switches real quick and see if that gives us some sound. Looks like they're pretty easy to get to. Speaker 1 is freed up. And I would assume, like on most of these old receivers, tape monitor is always a potential problem. Then you have no sound, but okay. I'm just going to hit all the switches, at least kind of a quick initial clean. Alright, see what happens now. Okay, it's still on dim bulb. Ooh, I heard something that did not sound good. What I heard was kind of a buzz, but that doesn't mean anything. There's a right channel kind of buzz when I turned it on. Still looks good. Alright, so let's hit the volume control next and see if we can get some more volume out of it. These controls are nice and easy to get to. The joy of cleaning controls. Man, these things are caked in just nastiness. Alright, Let's hit this selector switch. And this isn't the deep cleaning, I'm just trying to get this to a point where I can evaluate if it's working or not. All right, let's give this a whirl again. Yeah. All right, so it's alive. So it looks like it was a case of some pretty dirty switches, some pretty dirty controls. It's kind of just a pretty dirty receiver. So what I'm going to continue doing is cleaning these controls. I'm going to pull the knobs after I clean them. Then we'll do a basic cleanup on the outside. I'll pull down the service manual, see if there are any alignment procedures for this. Again, I'm not real familiar with Harman Kardon, but I will kind of go through and see what I can do, make sure it's working. I'm going to really clean these controls pretty good, so I'm gonna hit them a couple more times with deoxit. So what I've found to work well is hit them, let it sit, hit them again, let it sit, maybe do that 3 rounds to make sure that you kind of flush them. And normally when I do that, I normally like to use this first. It's WD-40 contact cleaner. It's non-residue. In fact, I need to get some more of this because this is less expensive than Fader lube. So I'll use this to kind of flush them, right, and then let them dry or let it evaporate, and then I'll treat it with Fader lube. This time I went in with Fader lube. I mean, I'll just be very, very judicious with the amount that I use on these. So anyway, I'm gonna continue on cleaning the controls, and then we'll work on the outside, see what kind of alignment procedures need to be done with this, and then we'll move on to the next thing, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Alright, so got the face cleaned up. Much cleaner than it was. Alright, so the alignment procedures on this. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to actually align it right now. I need to let it run for a little bit. It's been off. But I want to show you what the alignment procedures look like on this. So I like to use mini grabbers normally, but I cannot get the little hooks to connect to the emitter resistor leads. So what we'll be doing is we'll be measuring voltage across this emitter and this emitter, and we're looking for 10 millivolts plus or minus 1 after a warm-up. So this is, I just want to remind you, this is cold. So, and then volume down, stereo, auxiliary, and then you'll take your probes and you'll hit both posts on the emitter, and you're looking for 10 millivolts plus or minus 1. So I'm at 6 millivolts without warming up. I'm sure it'll probably get to that 10-ish range after 5 or 6 minutes. And here I've got 5 on this side, 7. Right, so I'm going to let this warm up, and then any adjustments you have to do, there's a variable resistor for each channel, right? Variable resistors right there, and you'll very gently turn that for 10 millivolts plus or minus 1. I think this after 5 minutes is probably going to be really close. So again, it's pretty close now. So those will be the alignment procedures that I will do on this. But I've got to jet out the door, so I won't be able to do that now. I'll have to do that later. So, well, actually, I got 5 minutes. So I'll have enough time to do it, but not really enough time to film it and talk about it. So, since I already explained it. So what I'll do is I will finish cleaning this up a little bit later on, clean the top off. But for right now, I'm going to say that the Harman Kardon 330C is good to go. Nice little receiver. Alright, so as always, if you like what you see, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.